Hello, I'm Latte, and today we are doing Quest of Ender Part 2. I came in this mine shaft. It doesn't look like a mine shaft, but I swear it is. And I found some diamonds, and I also found some gold, because apparently iron is just stronger than copper, which doesn't make sense to me. So if Mojang, if you're watching this, why? Like, I'm not complaining about the game, but I just want to know that one little thing. Okay. I need enough diamonds to where I can make armor, weapons. I'm glad I made a sword too. Gosh darn it. Okay. And clutch. Bruh. They played me. Okay. I'm gonna go to the far end of this cave. Yeah. The far end. Of course. Creeper. Oh boy, today. I'm sorry. Okay, so again, I've already found some diamonds and some gold, but I need more. Like, I'm not greedy like Ian, but like I need enough for like weapons and armor. But also I need to find some lapis lazuli. Because I have an enchantment thingy. Also, tell me, how do I make an anvil? Because I think I might have those left, but I'm not sure. So, how do I make an anvil? Okay, I could be in these mines for a while. And boop, I'm dead. That was embarrassing. I think I should go. Okay, this is gonna be risky. Hopefully there are like no babies out, because those babies will get me in an instant. I hate baby zombies. Okay, we reached the top. Guys, I think I don't even want to say that I think it's time, because like I need 1,000,000 enchantments. Oh god. You know what? What am I gonna do? Because I don't even think I have enough. Okay. What do I do? What can I do? Knockback. Wipe away things. Wait, you can only... Oh god, you can only enchant it once. Sharpness. Oh god. Now I'm panicking. Because if I mess this up. That's all our hard work. Bye-bye. We'll see you never. Okay. I can do this. I'm not grown. But I am big enough to know that I can do this. Okay. I cannot do this. Okay. Okay. Boop. 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 Okay. Okay, I gotta do something. Hang on. And yes, this is Minecraft education. I don't have actual Minecraft. But it still works like a charm. Okay, it's ready. Cheats. I'm like so scared. Thank you forever. Let's listen to a story while we wait. Ooh, this one.
My toxic sister-in-law fat-shamed me, so I told everyone the truth about her perfect body. My brother married Amanda 3 years ago, and ever since my life has been awful. Every time we're together, she has something to say about my clothes or eating habits. I'm still in college, and I've had some mental health struggles the past few years, so my weight has changed a lot. I'll be up 20 pounds 1 month and down 20 pounds 2 months later. I'm working with a nutritionist to try to get my body back in balance, but the truth is, I'm probably never going to be able to stay rail thin, like I was in high school, and still be healthy. I'm working on coming to terms with that. Amanda has a total swimsuit model body, tall, thin, big ol' melons. She looks great, and when we first met, I was so jealous of her. But that was before I found out she is definitely not pretty on the inside. Every family meal, she's looking at my plate asking me if I really need to eat all that. If I'm wearing something that's not super flattering. It's hard right now since a lot of my clothes don't fit great and I don't have money to spend on new ones. She always points it out in this tone like she feels sorry for me. On Thanksgiving, I was wearing jeans and she said, "Oh honey, you must feel so squished squeezing your thighs into those little pants." Stuff like that. Meanwhile, of course, she's prancing around in skin-tight leather. So let's not pretend she's concerned for my comfort. She preaches a lot of health influencer bull about how working out is her favorite hobby and she just feels so much better when she eats clean, which usually is a way for her to insult my mother's cooking. The one good thing about Amanda is that she had a baby about 1.5 years ago. She was really annoying about being pregnant and especially about showing off how she got her body back in like 1.5 minutes, but I adore my nephew. He's totally the best. So I usually just ignore her at family functions and hang out with him instead. I also babysit him sometimes to earn extra money when I can get it to fit into my schedule between school and work. A few weeks ago, Amanda called me in a panic asking me if she could please drop the baby off for me to watch him. I told her I had class and she begged me to skip it and told me it was an emergency. The professor for that class is super strict about attendance and you have to write an essay on the reading for the day if you miss class. But it was an emergency and I wasn't going to just abandon my nephew. So I said, okay. Amanda dropped him by and rushed out the door before I could get any details on what was going on. My nephew was delighted and we had a lovely afternoon together. But I was kind of stressed because now I had to write that essay on top of my regular homework and work that evening. Amanda came back a few hours later and I asked her if everything was okay. She said yeah, and then said, "Can you keep a secret?" Turns out she'd rushed to her plastic surgeon's office because she thought there was an issue with one of her implants. But it turned out it was fine. I said, "Oh wow, I didn't even know you had implants." She's busty, but they're not like super huge or anything. Then she confessed that not only did she have implants, but she'd had extensive lipo and a tummy tuck as well as a nose job. and fat suctioning around her jaw, all before she met my brother. She just shrugged and said, my ex-boyfriend was loaded. And then after the baby was born, she got a bit of revision surgery just to tighten everything back up. So all that bragging about getting her body back right after pregnancy, there was no hard work at all. She just went under anesthesia and woke up skinny again. And she was only skinny because of surgery to begin with. I was shocked. I definitely lost a lot of respect for her. Not that I had much in the first place, but I thought at least this meant she was going to stop shaming me about my body now that I knew the truth about hers. But nope. At a family dinner with my parents at our house a week later, Amanda took one look at my plate and said, oh honey, you know you're never going to get your figure back with all those carbs? Well, I'd had it. I said, is that advice from you or from your plastic surgeon? My brother kicked me under the table, but Amanda just scoffed and rolled her eyes. So I said, oh, you haven't told my parents that you've had hundreds of thousands of dollars of plastic surgery? My parents were stunned and tried to be polite about it at first, but once my brother fell all over himself explaining the situation, and they realized that he had paid for it, and he'd done it after their grandson was born, they were livid. They chipped in a lot to help take care of the baby while Amanda was recovering from birth, when actually she was recovering from a tummy tuck. And it turned out that they'd been helping pay for daycare because Amanda's spending was draining my brother dry and he'd come to them for help. I hadn't even known about that. They started screaming at Amanda and my brother for being greedy and called Amanda a horrible mother. She started crying and insisted that my brother take her home. And in their rush to get out, they straight up forgot the baby. He was just hanging out in his high chair, oblivious to the whole thing. Great parents, but at least she's got a flat stomach. My toxic sister-in-law fat shamed me.
Well, that's karma for you. Can't say what I want to. Sorry. What's that? Oh, polish deep slate. I don't want polish deep slate. Over here. That's what I'm looking for. So if I okay, I know what I'm looking for, y'all. It's over somewhere. Okay. F-A-S. A. I can't find it. I actually, honestly, thought that this would take longer, but that's alright. There will be other videos. I'm not ending anytime soon. I can't find it. At least that gives us more time to like prepare. I need to be prepared. Okay, I just have a bunch of nonsense. I never defeat the Ender Dragon like this. I'll be prepared. Okay. Must do something very quickly. I need to go up to my house, and then I need to do all this other stuff. Hopefully, by next episode, we should be able to either go into the Nether, or we should be able to go into the End. But I'm going to end on this note. So, without further exit, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and bye lattes.